Throughout its history, photography has always had the power to amaze, inspire and surprise.
So in the 1960s you did get that change from black and white to colour.
We've been taking snaps for more than 100 years, and here at the National Media Museum in Bradford you can witness the camera's evolution. Today, taking pictures is more democratic than ever. Smartphones have allowed us all to become photographers, and the technology flatters our ability. The filters and things like that make photos look. But something's been lost in the digital revolution.
There are billions of photographs out there, but fewer and fewer people actually take the trouble to print these and to keep them. So we take photographs, but in terms of physical photographs, they're probably less being produced than 100 years ago. Of course, a digital photograph you do many things with. You can email them, you can share them, you can put them online, but there's some things you can't do. You can't put them on the fridge with a magnet.
For decades, the American giants Kodak and Polaroid helped us document our lives, but digital changed everything.
Instant photography was declining at 25% a year. So it was the scary kind of rapid decline that we saw happening to the analog film industry. And so that was, a transition that was very difficult as things went to digital.
Now, Polaroid is returning to its roots with instant prints for the Instagram generation.
You take your smartphone with an app and you transfer whatever image you want from your phone, Android, iOS, Apple, via Bluetooth to this printer, and then it prints out these wonderful wallet-sized photographs.
Yeah, this looks quite nice, quite a strong neg.
Yeah.
Okay. For some, just like vinyl records, analog will never die. The artists in residence at the National Media Museum prefer film.
There are companies now developing film to store digital data on actual film. So that will last for 300 years perhaps.
300, yeah.
So they're almost going backwards in terms of technology.
Photography, in some ways, has become something much more visual than sensual. So before you take your films and get them processed and wait for the prints and get really excited about it. And there's also a time issue, there's a time delay. And that allowed excitement to build up in you and a kind of relationship to the memory of what you'd shot as well, so that when you do finally get it, it's like being reunited with something.
It's a nice surprise, isn't it, when you develop the film and you see it, and it's come out really, really strong.
Here it comes.
So perhaps reports of the death of printed photographs are greatly exaggerated. And I don't know about you, but I prefer the old adverts anyway.
You know how I got this coat? It knocked over your garbage can.
John Maguire, BBC News, Bradford.